She wakes up early. She stays up late. She chases deadlines in dirty socks. And somewhere between the third cup of coffee and the 3 p.m. slump, she wonders, why do I feel so restless? I call it Restless Mom Syndrome, a not-so-medical term for that gnawing feeling of never quite being enough. In a world that tells moms to do it all, be it all, and look good doing it, well, we're exhausted. Go for the career, make the family, be fit, have fun, make sure you have financial freedom, find your inner peace. You better have that outer glow. Somehow today, having it all and being it all contradicts each other. Somehow we're supposed to be young and still learning, yet be a master in knowing how to master all of these various things in order to be successful, to have peace, and to have meaning in our lives. But these good things, these beautiful characteristics, what could be amazing values, have become pressures that are pushing too hard, pressures that are crippling us with stress, stealing our energy, and robbing our joy. Do these contradictions not beg the question, what is actually having it all anyways? Having it all seems to be subjective, just like beauty, just like wealth, just like success. Who is the one who measures what all is? It has to be us. It can't be the outside noise from social media, from the news, from your coworkers, from your parents. What defines your happiness? Where are your values? What do you want in life? What do you care about? What matters to you as a mother? What matters to you for your kids? What values do you want your kids to have? Who do you want them to be? What opportunities do you want them to have? Is it possible that having it all is really just an illusion? Somewhere along the way, having it all turned into doing it all. We're bombarded with conflicting advice. Eat clean, but don't obsess. Be ambitious, but stay present. Be fit, but don't make it your identity. And somehow, rest became a luxury. We're supposed to go hard while maintaining a soft life. But sometimes when I look around, it seems like people are living extremely fast, missing their life, missing their kids grow, missing the enjoyment of little moments. But they're dying slow. They're in a job that they hate. They're becoming a person that they can't stand. They can't keep friends, falling out of relationships, so many marriages ending, broken families, broken hearts, people looking in the mirror and unsure of who they see. Is this the illusion of having it all? There's a lot of noise out there, and I myself am very guilty of letting too much noise in, of being open to too much information that's not relevant to me, not relevant to my core, my beliefs, my values, not relevant to my life right now as a single mom of 2 young boys, not relevant to a working mom whose value is trying to get herself in a place where she can live a life that she loves and be present and good to her kids, providing them with all of the opportunities that she wants for them, rooted in them being good people, wanting her kids to be a good human, have a good character, know right from wrong, to be helpful, to be kind, to actually bring something into the world just by being themselves. I believe that this is the ultimate goal for most parents. We work so hard trying to do things that will give our kids more opportunity and hope that those are the things that defy them in their future. The reality is the work starts with ourselves, that we have to make rest not a luxury but a necessity, that we have to give ourselves what we need in order to be present, to fuel, to be good. Because kids don't always learn from listening, as most of us know. They learn from watching. They're watching you. They're watching your every move. How do you speak to strangers? How do you interact with people at the store? How do you handle yourself when you're stressed? What do you do when you're having a disagreement with someone? Those are the things that move the needle, that teach them who they are able to become. Of course, as they get older, they're going to be exposed to more and more. We can't protect our kids the way we might always want to or might think that we can. But maybe it's not protection that they need. What they need is a solid foundation. What they need is love and grounding and stability in you. The more we chase balance, the more off balance we feel. Restless Mom Syndrome isn't laziness. It's burnout in disguise. It's the cry behind the quiet, the desire to breathe without guilt. If you haven't heard this today, this is my love to you, a reminder to you, mom or parent, that you're allowed to mess up, that you are allowed to be imperfect, because you yourself are still learning. You yourself are still on this earth encountering new things every single day. And if you care about your kid, you are probably working on yourself and your character for them. And that in itself is a huge labor of love, because change and change within oneself is a very difficult thing to do. But it's admirable. It makes you a hero, not a victim. A hero to your kid and a hero to yourself. You're doing amazing. You don't have to feel guilty for taking a moment to do nothing. You don't have to feel guilty for taking a moment to work on a side hustle if that's what you wanted to do. When you become a parent, your kids become your lives because you love them so much. But in order to keep your kid alive and thriving, to fill their soul, you also have to fill yours. So what if we stopped chasing everything and started choosing enough? What if rest became sacred, not selfish? What if success wasn't about being busy, but about being whole? Simple joys can be a walk, a thought to yourself, some quiet time, getting lost in a book. What's funny is that the things that can also bring rest are the same things that can make you feel successful, because you were able to accomplish something that filled you up today. You did an amazing thing becoming a parent, being a mom, caring for your kids, bringing them into this world, bringing them home, welcoming them, loving on them, providing for them. Never underestimate all that you have done. You're allowed to have hard moments. You're allowed to make mistakes. It always comes down to how you handle it after the fact. So just remember, your kids are forgiving and they will forgive you. That your kids love you so much. Without you, they would be nothing. They wouldn't exist. Their existence alone is proof of the miracle worker that you are, of all that your body is capable of all that you are able to endure. Being a mom, it's not for the faint of heart. So just remember how strong that you are and how amazing that you are. If you feel restless, it's not just you. You're not failing. You're not crazy. You're just human in a world that profits off your exhaustion. Let's rewrite the script. Let's normalize being just a mom some days. Let's celebrate doing less by living more. Restless Mom Syndrome may not have a diagnosis, but it does have a cure. Grace, boundaries, and sisterhood. Share this with a mom who needs to breathe. And if that's you, take a breath. You're doing better than you think, Mom. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you found this video encouraging, and I hope that you feel seen. Please feel free to like and subscribe so we can spread the love to all the moms out there and all of the parents working so hard. And remember, you don't have to have it all, whatever that might mean to outsiders. You just always have to have yourself. See you in the next one.